One thing I struggled after having kids was being able to use the bathroom on a regular basis. You feel bloated, you just feel gross and nasty. I tried laxatives, and that's just not good for you using that on a consistent basis. So I ordered the digestive enzymes. This is month 4 or 5 that I'm going on, and I'm sold. I haven't been constipated. I've been more regular. I am dropping the weight. I'm not nearly as bloated. You feel good about yourself.
What some of your health struggles were and what really prompted you to seek solutions?
So I'm a mom of twins. They're 8 years old now. And honestly, what a lot of people I feel like don't tell you is after you have kids, your body, everything changes. I wish I would have known that beforehand and maybe be a little bit more prepared. But one thing I struggled after having kids was, and this is, something that people don't talk about and maybe uncomfortable, but being able to use the bathroom on a regular basis, I really struggled with that. That was really hard. After I struggled for years, it was really hard. It's really tough because it affects the way that you look at yourself. You feel bloated, you just feel gross and nasty. And so that's really what led me to start looking at what other options I could do to probably just feel better.
What were some of the first steps that you did to try to figure out what was happening? Maybe checking with your doctor or anything like that at all?
I did speak with my doctor about it, and then obviously doctors are like diet and exercise and see if that helps. And as much as I wanted to at the time, I just wasn't in a place in life with being so chaotic and being a young mom of twins where you put yourself on the back burner, rightfully, and no issues with that. I tried laxatives, and that's just not good for you using that on a consistent basis. I tried to stay away from that. I tried to drink more water and just try to eat as best, but the exercise just wasn't happening. Then I started talking to my sister who she like nerds out over like health stuff and like skincare. A conversation with her, and here we are.
Okay, so you shared with her what was going on and she told you about Happy V?
She did. She has some kidney issues and some vaginal issues like bladder infections, things like that. And I was just talking to her about it, and I know that she does her research. So when she finds something that she loves and she rants and raves about it, it's like gold. So she was like, Karissa, you just try Happy V. It's amazing. Give it a shot. I promise you're going to love it. So I ordered it's the digestive enzymes and then the probiotic and prebiotic. So I trusted her and what she said. And then I also did the chlorophyll, the little drops. So I did that, and it's amazing. It's so good.
How long have you been using?
So I'll be honest with you. I used it for a month, and then I got suckered into something on Instagram, another company. So I was like, let me try this and see if this is even as good as Happy Bee. So I did do that. So I did it a month, skipped a month. I was trying the other company and quickly realized that they were not you guys. They were not Happy Bee. I was not happy. I was having issues again, so I canceled that and I quickly got back on. I think this is month 4 or 5 that I'm going on, and I'm sold.
Wow, that's a powerful testimonial.
Yeah.
And I get it. Sometimes Instagram can get you with marketing and whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the next best thing. I need to try it. And what a telling story to literally try something else and be like,
Yeah.
compares. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what were the differences that you saw while on Happy V and then trying something else and coming back?
So the other company, they did not do the pills. I really like the pills with Happy V. I just feel like it hits my system a little bit better. And I know like the other company, you just put it in a bottle of water and you drink it. That's just not convenient sometimes. I don't want to chug a bottle of water in the morning. I'd rather have my coffee. So you can just take the pills and then you're done. I take them early in the morning, right when I first wake up. I go to the gym around 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I take it before I go to the gym. So I have a completely empty stomach, and I just feel like I can tell when I don't take it. I'm much more regular. I just feel good. And sometimes it helps with hangover tummies. So I don't know.
Eating too much or something, because we all have that.
We do.
Last night.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you mentioned the capsule versus like the
Yeah.
powder form, but is there any other ingredients that sets Happy Bee apart?
Honestly, I didn't look at their label enough. I more so was like going off of a feeling. And the reason I got suckered into it is because I was like, oh, these people that I follow use it, so it must be good. I was definitely that person. But I didn't look at the ingredients enough. I could tell within probably 2 weeks that I was like,
Yeah.
this kind of sucks. So I finished it out because I didn't want to waste my money, but quickly reordered Happy Bee, and I won't be going to anyone ever again.
A little bit. And your sister, trust your sister research.
Yeah, I did. I'm there. She's never led me wrong. He gets
Yeah.
suckered in on Insta.
Speaking of your sister, I've gotten the honor to interview some of your other sisters and Happy Bee, the Happy Bee sisters. I love it. Can you speak to just interviewing each of you guys? I feel like you guys have this really awesome like bond in that you're able to talk about health stuff and women's health and stuff that maybe is taboo or just like stereotype that I'm gonna be honest, in my family, we're not super open to talk about what's going on. Can you talk a little bit about that between you guys and just how that is? Because everyone knows that.
Me and my sisters have always been like very transparent and open, and this is like probably TMI, but like when we were growing up, like the door was never closed when we would go to the bathroom, and it was just like a full-on conversation with each other. So it's always been just like completely open and transparent, and like my parents have always fostered that relationship to where we can be open and talk about anything. And gosh, I remember being little and like talking about our periods or like someone breaking your heart or hey, I have this UTI and it's my first one. I don't really know. But yeah, no, we're definitely very open with each other. And it's honestly been beneficial because you can read reviews, but when you have someone like Caroline, the baby sis that did all the research, when you have someone that you know and you trust and you know that they do their research, you just can't, like, money can't buy that. And I'm so thankful for her and her recommending that to me.
Can you talk a little bit about how you think that's been important, like in your life, and just being open and talking about what's going on and how maybe you're creating that in your family? Just why I ask that is, yeah, because that is super important, just to have community and people that you can go to and openly talk about what's going on. And a lot of people feel alone in that.
They do. I try to foster with my kids a very open relationship. I tell them that we have an open door policy and we can talk about anything, and whatever they say, I'm not going to get mad at. I may not like it, but the fact that you're coming to me is very special and very important. And I try to be very direct and transparent. And I even do that with my job and what I do and communicating with people. I think the world would be a lot better place if we were all open and more transparent to having those difficult conversations. I think it's just too, it's like a mindset thing of how you go into it and how you approach it. But yeah, definitely open communication is very important.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's awesome. Even within friendships, and
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be your family if you don't have that type of relationship.
exactly.
Or I'm inspired by you when I have a family one day that I want to create that environment or atmosphere to talk about things. And obviously you can learn a lot on the internet, but to be able to talk to someone and someone that you trust is awesome. So that's awesome that you guys have that amongst sisters and with your mom, and that you're creating that in your family. So that's great. I know you talked a little bit about that you wake up at 3 a.m. to work out, but and you take Happy Bee then, but I'd love to know more, like walk me through your day of how you incorporate Happy Bee.
Yeah, so my alarm goes off. The first thing I do is grab my water bottle and go straight to Happy Bee, and that's the first thing that I do every single morning. Now it's so ingrained in me that like I don't miss a day. So yeah, that's the first thing I do is get my Happy Bee in me, and then I hit the ground running. I try to drink as much water as I can, go to the gym, and then really just come back home. And I feel like it energizes me a lot more than any other probiotics, prebiotics, or even any digestive enzymes that I've taken before. When I first tried it, I did it I would take it with food, but now I've realized that taking it on an empty stomach and then waiting to eat for a little while to really let it get in there has been so beneficial. And I've seen so much more results by doing that.
Wow, that's awesome that
Mhm.
you're learning your body. And everyone's body's different, but yeah,
Yeah.
learning your body, and that's the best way for you to do that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And props to you for waking up at 3 a.m. to work. That's
Right.
dedication to yourself and health. How do you take your liquid chlorophyll when you take it?
I just take it straight and
Straight in the mouth?
just straight in the mouth and ready to chug some water afterwards. But yeah, I like that stuff too.
Yeah. Have you seen a difference with your digestion and just overall in that
I
way?
have. I have. So I had a gut before, ever since I started taking Happy V and really trying to eat healthier and taking the chlorophyll, I probably dropped. And I go to the gym. I don't go every day, so I don't want to like make you think I'm some rock star. It's 3 or 4 times a week. It's a lot to wake up at. But then you get older and stuff just doesn't work like it should or used to. But yeah, so the liquid chlorophyll, I definitely feel like since the combination of taking all of that, I probably have lost 10 to 15 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in a while, but I just feel so much better. I don't feel the bloat at all. Like you could see bloat, but I don't feel it like I used to. I'm much more regular. It feels different.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can just tell by your
I love it. I'm
expressions
full.
that you're like, this has been it for you. How
Yeah.
about any benefits or changes you've seen with the pre and probiotic?
I definitely don't feel as bloated as I used to be. And I feel like it digests a lot easier. Like when you go to eat, it processes better. My body just feels like it's running more optimally. I don't even know if that's a word. I just feel anytime I eat, I just feel the nutrient absorption. I don't feel so weighed down and bogged down after I eat, and it like goes through my system easier.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so great to hear. And I know we're talking about how it's like physically helped you, but I'd love to share whatever you would like, how it maybe has helped your confidence, overall impacted your life.
Yeah, I definitely have gotten a lot more confident, sometimes maybe overly confident, but as a female, and again, this is kind of it's more so like you see it more now versus like when we were younger and like in high school and the body shaming and stuff. When you go to the beach, you want to wear a two-piece, you want to look cute, whether or not you're trying to find someone or you're just hanging out, like you want to feel good in your body. And ever since taking Happy V, I've noticed that because I haven't been constipated. I've been more regular. I am dropping the weight. I'm not nearly as bloated. You feel good about yourself. You can look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I look good today. And you feel good. And as you get older, when you can have that confidence, because the gray hair comes, the wrinkles come, if you have kids, the stretch marks. And so I haven't been able to wear a two-piece bathing suit in 8 years. And I did and that feels amazing. So yeah, it's just like when you feel good, you feel like you look good. And as a single mom of twins like that, for me, like having that confidence it's been so amazing to have that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it seems like it's like little things, but they're big things
They
too.
are.
And getting older and all that too. And I truly believe that our physical health and all parts of us are connected, and
Yes.
we're working on one or the other, like the other one boosts, and it's
Yes.
a beautiful thing. And I can just hear that in your story, and that's awesome. How do you envision incorporating Happy V into your long-term wellness?
Every day it'll be there. I have become so dependent on it for obvious reasons, and I'm committed for life. As long as you guys are around, I'll be around. And hopefully that's a very long time.
I love it. Yes, we plan to too. We love hearing that.
Yeah.
And any other health tips around digestion or talking about, or even women's health that you just want to share that's been a great plus for you?
Definitely go get Happy V. Use that. There's so many different products that you guys offer that are so beneficial, and the story that you guys have, I love it that you're here for women's health. And when you're issues with your vagina, it can make you feel nasty and gross. And so I would say if I had any tips or advice is like just try Happy V. Work out when you can, if you can. I know it's not feasible for everybody, and then drink lots of water. But
yeah, I love it. Sometimes you gotta keep it basic. So that's great. It's been so fun talking to you. I have one more question for you.
yes.
If you could go back to younger Karissa, I know you mentioned in the beginning, like you wish someone told you some things before having kiddos, or just talking to someone who's in that boat and feeling bloated or just not themselves. What would you tell them, and what words of encouragement would you have for them?
Don't give up. Like, you got to find what works for you. Obviously, do your research. And you had mentioned earlier, everybody's different, but I would definitely say having a probiotic and prebiotic is key. I can tell you a lot of stuff about working out, macros and protein, and I nerd out over that. And I didn't nerd out over the probiotics and prebiotics and other products that you guys offer. And I wish that I would have, and I wish I would have found it sooner. But I would just say, do your research, find a good gut probiotic and prebiotic, because the research that I've done recently is a lot of your health can stem from gut health. I would say just focus on and don't give up and go happy feet.